Welcome to the Bible Quiz. In this video, we'll embark on an insightful exploration of the life of Daniel, a significant figure in biblical history. Daniel's story unfolds during the Babylonian captivity, where he and his companions navigate the challenges of a foreign land. One of the most gripping moments in Daniel's journey in Babylon is the iconic narrative of Daniel in the Den of Lions, a tale of faith, courage, and divine protection. Join us as we delve into this captivating story and uncover valuable lessons about faith, perseverance, and loyalty in life. Now prepare yourself for an exciting journey through 22 interactive multiple-choice questions that will enhance your understanding of Daniel's life and provide a fun twist to your Bible study. Let's get started. Question 1. What task did King Darius assign to Daniel as recorded in Daniel chapter 6? A. Overseeing 120 satraps. B. Leading a military campaign. C. Managing the royal treasury. D. Supervising 120 scribes. You get 10 seconds. That's A. Overseeing 120 satraps. Daniel chapter 6 verses 1 to 2. It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 satraps to be over the whole kingdom, and over these 3 governors, of whom Daniel was one, that the satraps might give account to them, so that the king would suffer no loss. This appointment was part of a strategic plan to ensure efficient governance and safeguard the kingdom from potential losses. Question 2. Why did Darius plan to set Daniel over all the satraps and administrators? A. Because he could interpret dreams. B. Because of his exceptional qualities. C. Because he was honest and trustworthy. D. Because he knew the times and the seasons. You get 10 seconds. That's B, because of his exceptional qualities. Daniel chapter 6 verse 3. Then this Daniel distinguished himself above the governors and satraps, because an excellent spirit was in him, and the king gave thought to setting him over the whole realm. Question 3. What did the administrators and satraps do in regard to Daniel? A. They praised Daniel's talents. B. They tried to win Daniel's favor. C. They spread rumors about Daniel's wicked plan. D. They tried to find grounds for charges against Daniel. You get 10 seconds. That's D. They tried to find grounds for charges against Daniel. Daniel chapter 6 verse 4. So the governors and satraps sought to find some charge against Daniel concerning the kingdom. The administrators and satraps, jealous of Daniel, sought to discredit him by searching for faults in his conduct, but they could not find any legitimate grounds for accusation. Question 4. Why were the administrators and satraps unable to find charges against Daniel? A. Because he had God's power. B. Because he was favored by the king. C. Because he concealed mistakes very well. D. Because he was trustworthy and not corrupt or negligent. You get 10 seconds. That's D, because he was trustworthy and not corrupt or negligent. Daniel chapter 6, verse 4. So the governors and satraps sought to find some charge against Daniel concerning the kingdom, but they could find no charge or fault because he was faithful, nor was there any error or fault found in him. Question 5. What was the only way that the satraps and administrators believed to find something against Daniel? A. It involved his family. B. It involved the law of his God. C. It involved his financial transactions. D. It involved his interactions with other officials. You get 10 seconds. That's B. It involved the law of his God. Daniel chapter 6, verse 5. Then these men said, "We shall not find any charge against this Daniel unless we find it against him concerning the law of his God." The cunning plan of the administrators and satraps aimed to undermine Daniel's standing. Remember to hit that subscribe button and join our community to stay updated on all the amazing content we have planned. Question 6. To trap Daniel, what did the governors and satraps try to require King Darius? A. To honor the king's birthday. B. To promote cultural exchange. C. To establish the royal statute. D. To centralize the kingdom's administration. You get 10 seconds. That's C, to establish the royal statute. Daniel chapter 6, verses 6 to 8. All the governors of the kingdom, the administrators and satraps, the counselors and advisors, have consulted together to establish a royal statute and to make a firm decree. In an attempt to trap Daniel, the administrators and satraps proposed to King Darius the establishment of a royal statute prohibiting prayer to any god or human for 30 days, except to the king, with the penalty of being thrown into the lion's den. Question 7. What did King Darius do when the satraps and administrators required him to establish the decree and sign the writing? A. He rejected the decree outright. B. He signed the written decree. C. He requested more time to consider. D. He dismissed the governors and satraps. You get 10 seconds. That's B. He signed the written decree. Daniel chapter 6, verses 8 to 9. Therefore King Darius signed the written decree. King Darius, influenced by the administrators and satraps, signed the written decree. Question 8. Where did Daniel go when he learned of the published decree from King Darius? A. He went home. B. He went to the Lord's house. C. He went to the king's palace. D. He went up on the wall of Babylon. You get 10 seconds. That's A. He went home. Daniel chapter 6, verse 10. Now when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went home. Question 9. After coming back home, what was Daniel's reaction upon learning that the king had signed the decree prohibiting petitioning any god or man for 30 days? A. He was angry and swore the king. B. He wrote a letter of complaint to the king. C. He continued his usual prayers. D. He planned a protest against the decree. You get 10 seconds. That's C. He continued his usual prayers. Daniel chapter 6, verse 10. And in his upper room, with his windows open toward Jerusalem, he knelt down on his knees 3 times that day and prayed and gave thanks before his God, as was his custom since early days. His resolute dedication to his relationship with God showcases his integrity and refusal to compromise his spiritual convictions, even in the face of potential danger or opposition. Question 10. What did the men who opposed Daniel do when they found him praying? A. They killed him. B. They praised his devotion. C. They confronted him directly. D. They reported him to the king. You get 10 seconds. That's D. They reported him to the king. Daniel chapter 6, verses 11 to 13. So they answered and said before the king that Daniel, who is one of the captives from Judah, does not show due regard for you, O king, or for the decree that you have signed, but makes his petition 3 times a day. The act of those who opposed Daniel clearly showed their wicked strategical plan, which exploited the king's decree to bring charges against Daniel. Question 11. Before accusing Daniel, what did the men opposing Daniel remind King Darius about the signed decree? A. The king's authority. B. The punishment for violation. C. The color of the ink used. D. The beauty of the royal seal. You get 10 seconds. That's B. The punishment for violation. Daniel chapter 6, verse 12. Have you not signed a decree that every man who petitions any god or man within 30 days, except you, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions? The act of reminding sought to force the king into enforcing his decree to condemn Daniel to the lion's den. This detail showcased the cunning strategy of the administrators and satraps when using the king's authority against Daniel. Question 12. How did King Darius react when he heard that Daniel had violated the decree? A. He rejoiced. B. He ignored the situation. C. He was greatly displeased. D. He blamed the accusers. You get 10 seconds. That's C. He was greatly displeased. Daniel chapter 6, verse 14. And the king, when he heard these words, was greatly displeased with himself. King Darius's reaction reflects regret over the unintended consequences of his decree. Question 13. After the king found out about Daniel still praying 3 times a day, even though the decree had been given, what did he do initially? A. Tried to rescue Daniel. B. Tried to change the decree. C. Tried to kill the satraps that set him up. D. Tried to give a new decree to counter the old one. You get 10 seconds. That's A. Tried to rescue Daniel. Daniel chapter 6, verse 14. And set his heart on Daniel to deliver him, and he labored till the going down of the sun to deliver him. This detail illustrated the depth of favor and respect King Darius had for Daniel. Question 14. What did the accusers emphasize regarding the law of the Medes and Persians to force King Darius to punish Daniel? A. Only public opinion could change the law. B. The king had absolute authority. C. No decree or statute could be changed. D. The flexibility of the decree. You get 10 seconds. That's C. No decree or statute could be changed. Daniel chapter 6, verse 15. Then these men approached the king and said to the king, Know, O king, that it is the law of the Medes and Persians that no decree or statute which the king establishes may be changed. By stressing the unalterable nature of the Medo-Persian law, the accusers exploited Darius's authority to corner him into enforcing the harsh penalty against Daniel. Question 15. Under the pressure of the accusers, what decree did King Darius issue regarding to Daniel? A. Exile him from the kingdom. B. Cast him into the den of lions. C. Temporarily confine him to prison. D. Request him to call upon the Lord. You get 10 seconds. That's B. Cast him into the den of lions. Daniel chapter 6, verse 16. So the king gave the command, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions. Under pressure from the accusers and constrained by the unchangeable law, King Darius reluctantly issued the decree to cast Daniel into the lion's den as punishment for violating the prohibition on prayer. Question 16. What did the king say about Daniel's God before he was cast into the den of lions? A. Your God is powerless. B. Your God will not deliver you. C. Your God has abandoned you. D. Your God, whom you serve continually, he will deliver you. You get 10 seconds. That's D. Your God, whom you serve continually, he will deliver you. Daniel chapter 6, verse 16. But the king spoke, saying to Daniel, Your God, whom you serve continually, he will deliver you. King Darius expressed hope and faith in Daniel's God, acknowledging Daniel's continuous service to him and expressing the belief that God would deliver him from the peril of the lion's den. Question 17. What was noted about the lion's den after Daniel was put in there? A. The lions roared at his presence. B. The den was filled with lions from Egypt. C. A stone was rolled over the mouth of the den. D. Daniel was lowered into the den with ropes under his arms. You get 10 seconds. That's C. A stone was rolled over the mouth of the den. Daniel chapter 6, verse 17. Then a stone was brought and laid on the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet ring and with the signets of his lords, that the purpose concerning Daniel might not be changed. Question 18. After Daniel was put in the lion's den, the text says the king responded all of the following ways except: A. He tore his robes. B. He did not eat. C. He did not sleep. D. No musicians were brought before him. You get 10 seconds. That's A. He tore his robes. Daniel chapter 6, verse 18. Now the king went to his palace and spent the night fasting, and no musicians were brought before him. Also, his sleep went from him. King Darius's actions recorded in the Bible book reflect the king's deep concern for Daniel's well-being, showcasing the emotional toll and regret he experienced due to the consequences of the decree. Question 19. When did the king return to the lion's den to check Daniel's situation? A. Early morning. B. Noon. C. Late afternoon. D. Midnight. You get 10 seconds. That's A. Early morning. Daniel chapter 6, verse 19. Then the king arose very early in the morning and went in haste to the den of lions. In the early morning, King Darius hurried to the lion's den, which reflects his genuine concern and desire for Daniel's fate. Question 20. What was King Darius's reaction when returning the lion's den that Daniel was cast into? A. He wept and prayed to God to save Daniel. B. He was sad and ordered to kill all the lions in the den. C. He wept and called the soldiers to rescue Daniel from the den. D. He cried out and asked about Daniel's safety. You get 10 seconds. That's answer D. He cried out and asked about Daniel's safety. Daniel chapter 6, verse 20. And when he came to the den, he cried out with a lamenting voice to Daniel. The king spoke, saying to Daniel, Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to deliver you from the lions? Question 21. How did Daniel respond to King Darius's inquiry about his safety in the den of lions? A. He lamented his fate. B. He remained silent. C. He declared his innocence. D. He blamed the accusers. You get 10 seconds. That's C. He declared his innocence. Daniel chapter 6, verses 21 to 22. Then Daniel said to the king, O king, live forever. My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths, so that they have not hurt me, because I was found innocent before him. And also, O king, I have done no wrong before you. Question 22. What was the condition of Daniel after being taken up out of the den? A. He was severely injured. B. There was no injury found on him. C. There were minor injuries found on him. D. The Bible context does not mention it. You get 10 seconds. That's B. There was no injury found on him. Daniel, chapter 6, verses 23. So Daniel was taken up out of the den, and no injury whatever was found on him, because he believed in his God. The absence of harm was attributed to Daniel's unwavering trust in God, highlighting the divine protection that preserved him unscathed. Oh, wow! We've just concluded an enlightening exploration of the journey of Daniel in Babylon, with a special focus on the gripping narrative of Daniel in the den of lions. Now I'm eager to hear about your journey through this captivating story. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know how many questions you answered correctly and the profound lessons you've extracted from Daniel's remarkable life. If you found this quiz on the life of Daniel enriching, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with your friends and family, inviting them to join in this enlightening exploration. Together, we can foster a ripple effect of understanding and appreciation for the timeless teachings found in Daniel's journey. Thank you for being part of this extraordinary adventure into the life of Daniel. Let's continue to keep the conversation alive, share our knowledge, and keep learning.